Good evening, my friends, and welcome to the next episode of Firmament. A slightly somber introduction to this week's episode, as we've had news in the last week that Cyan Worlds is laying off a large number of its staff, approximately half of their entire team. It's no secret that the Riven remake, released last year, did not have the impact that the team was hoping for, and I guess there'll be plenty of time in the coming months to have a retrospective within that team about what it is that they are doing that is not resonating with the wider player base. But as fans of this kind of game, and as fans of Cyan World in specific, I just kind of wanted to take an opportunity to wish everyone affected by this, and wish everyone who remains at Cyan World all the best in what is clearly a very difficult time in their careers. Now, last time out, we were investigating Jolon, and we've come across this battery of connectors that maybe is going to give us power. We're not going to start today by trying to solve this puzzle. We're going to start today by continuing our exploration of this realm. And we will come back to this puzzle later, because we may well get further insight in what we're trying to accomplish with that puzzle. Okay? That is our thinking. Now, Jolon certainly looks like it's going to be one of the harder ages to navigate. It seems like it'd be a lot easy. It seems like it'd be pretty easy to get turned around in this age. So we went down there before. No, we've not been in here yet at all. No power. Wait. Oh, that just leads us up to the Omni wheel, which someone in the comments section quite rightly pointed out is essentially a tiny train in all but name, and we did not make reference to it. No. So, let's make our way around Jolon some more. Right, so the Omni wheel, that is clearly where we're going to make progress. We should keep an eye out for side paths, because side paths in this area are going to be real easy to miss. Right. So that is that, and there's no other path there. Right. Now we've got that building over there, which we did check out previously, way back in episode 1, I'm gonna say. So we were here a long time ago. Is there a path there? There's a banner there. Yeah, see, this is what I mean by easy to get turned around, right? Because down this way, this is where we started, right? No, it's not. No, it's not. This is not where we started. Power? No. Okay, sorting out the power requirements might be the first thing to do in this age. But we're going to explore it all first. So, we've got a pylon there. This is me doing my best not to get turned around, but clearly there isn't a path around the edge of the reservoir there. And I think I would remember a rock that jutted out that... I say I would remember a rock which jutted out that far on the path, and then immediately, this is where we started from. Fine. Fine. Good. No, that's good. Right. We've looped back round. Okay. So there we've been. There we've been. So we go across to the building. We have been to the building before. Clearly we can lower this water somehow, because these stairs are going to take us further down. I say that, although I said something very similar about the water level in Haven Moon, and I believe I made some very bold claims about clearly we're going to get a boat at some point, and we never did. Hashtag where my boat. Right. Over here then. Now we can't get to this building via either side of the reservoir. So this stair is the only way over to this building. Okay, so Juleston, possibly not as large as I was thinking. Everywhere seems big until you've explored it all, right? Almost certainly no power. Concatenated power, 1 of 3. It's too far. Concatenated power, 1 of 3. Okay, and this water here. Reservoir water pump. It does nothing. But it also has a blinky light. And do you know what? I've never really known a blinking light to be a sign that everything is okay. So we have a path down there, which we have not obviously been to. There's no way around that one. Fine. So this path, I think, is our only unexplored path now, then. No, this just takes us to the Omni wheel. And that has no power. And those are too far away. Ah. Okay, so there's an elevator at the bottom of the Omni wheel that brings us up and down. Once we get power on, that can act as a shortcut so that we can traverse the map a little faster. Okay. Looking. So what we're going to need then is we're probably going to need some kind of diagram, right? We're going to need to work out how to get more than 25 volts out of this thing. Yeah? Okay. Let's go back down to the puzzle then. Well, that was a good, 5-minute introduction to the episode. Yeah, it turns out actually this realm not terribly large at all. We can explore it in about 5 minutes. So good. Let's go. Speedrun strats. Actually, do you know what? I shouldn't run that fast because it's just going to give me motion sickness, to be honest. Right. What's the sitch then? Let's have a consideration of what we've got here. When you have the bridges, what are the bridges making contact with? Are these batteries here If I bring this bridge out this way... Now that just says no circuit. Yeah, right, okay. So that one says no circuit. You're not touching that one to anything. But we are still passing a wire down that way. Aha. So this one over this side is saying no circuit. This here, total voltage 0. Now if I come to this side, that one has been bolted down, so we can't actually get into that one anyway. That says no circuit as well. Okay, thinking. We are thinking that maybe these are two sides of a battery. Right, there's no connection. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be this one, right? Because if I rotate this one across... and then were to rotate this one. Well, hang on a minute. No. Let me see. Yeah, I see, right. So these semicircular runners are what make the contact with the other bridge. And then these can make contact back here. Okay, so those are the blue ones. Then we've got some green ones, yellow ones, red ones. The yellow ones I've brought sort of that way. Okay. Now if I move yellow here, red here, and I could swing a yellow one all the way round that way, right? That would sort of make a circuit. The circuit doesn't have to be this side, right? And the fact that you can bring this over here up, it doesn't make a connection though. I'm wondering, the fact that you can bring the bridges over these smaller bridges kind of makes me think that that's part of the solution. To either swing the bridge over these walkways or to finish with them on the walkways. Except for the fact that that one doesn't rotate at all. So that can't really be it. Yeah? Like, that one doesn't rotate, but that one is fixed as pointing in that direction anyway. So, okay. Currently it says no circuit. Let's experiment with one thing here, right? I'm going to take yellow... Right, rather than connect the circuit at this end, right, I'm going to take this yellow one here. Right, so if I bring this round, and then I bring this red one round, right, this still says no circuit. I think you got to kind of connect it up like... Wait, hang on. So that's gonna be connected that way, that way, that way. Right. So if I bring this one around like this, it's still gonna say no circuit. Man, this is like the longest-winded experiment. Like, maybe it would be better for me to take more time thinking about what I need to do. But on the other hand, nah, right? No, I want to keep going this way. I thought I saw something moving there, but no, it's just an artifact on the screen. Like, it's like, it says no circuit, but from where to where is there no circuit, right? Because it's like this says no circuit. We know that if we turn this way, we'll get a circuit again, right? It still says 25 though. Total voltage 25. Okay. Thinking. The voltage here is the difference between these two, right? And those wires then sort of go off and they're going to power everything else, right? So it's the voltage between these two wires that's important. Oh! Right. We've got a filament which is lit here. That's odd, right? Because it looked like it was lit underneath. Can I trace it back? Like, if I take this one here, this says 25 currently. Now if I connect it here, it's still kind of connected on the same thing, yeah? Still says 25. The only thing that's lit up is that filament. The only thing that's lit up is that one. So what is special about this being in this particular configuration? Right. Now, if I take this one, obviously if I move it over here, this is now not connected to anything. Right? What? What? That's still total voltage 25? It's not even connected to anything. what am I missing here? What am I missing here? The blue wires are blue. That's still on. Are any of these others, are any of them lit up except for that one? It doesn't look like it, does it? Okay, so why are you providing power, but you're not providing power? Okay. Wait, look, look, look. It was lit up underneath. And now it's stopped. Is that relevant? Or is that just the engine just being a bit weird again? Can I replicate the behavior? So all I did was I moved it out this way. Right, and then I moved it back. I'm assuming this is just going to be like a game engine artifact. No, it must just be the engine. Okay, fine. But I can... so you can't actually see whether it's lit or not until it actually pops into view. Do I need to up my graphical settings to be able to solve this effectively? Okay. What are we missing then? What are we missing? We have a 3x4 array. Right. We have a 3x4 array. Let's go a little bit larger, would be good. Yeah. We got red ones, yellow is next. Doop, 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 boop, doop, 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 doop. Now, this one this one is locked in place. Actually. Right, so this one is locked in place. And then you've got green. And all of these look the same. Right? Like there's nothing distinct about any of them except the colours that you give them. Okay, so what is of interest that you could do with these? Right? Like you could get this one here, 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 here. You can move that one to there. I mean, you could spin these sort of however you wanted them, right? You could make that go up, down, 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 and across. And you've got them all feeding into the exit. But I mean, currently they're all feeding into the exit, right? The only time they weren't so far is when we broke the connection there. But we could... like, this one's the only one that's lit up. Okay, so where's it getting power from? Well, actually... if it's a circuit, is one of these giving power to, and the other one's giving power from? Right. Okay. Maybe. Oh, do you know what? Okay. Maybe I'm getting it. Maybe I'm getting it, right? The wire is coming into this one, and there's a wire coming into this one. Rather than having that connected here, maybe we want it to go do boop bonk out. If each of these is 25, but if each of these is 25 and we want to hit 125, maybe we don't. Okay, right, let's try that out. Yeah, let's try it out. Or are each of them, actually 12 and a half, right? Because it goes through 2 nodes. But maybe this one doesn't add anything. Maybe this one doesn't add anything. In which case it would need to go through 5 nodes in total, not including the terminator node. And the different colours might add different numbers. That's the other thing to consider, because the colours are, like, clearly deliberate, right? Keepers. Okay, so... let's move you straight round. I was hoping to actually save some time there, but that's not actually going to save us any time at all. Never mind. Right. Okay. So we move you this way. Wait, you're now not lit up. What? No. Hang on. No circuit. No circuit. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's... fine, right? So we'll take this one and move it this way. This is going to take a little. This is going to take a little bit of doing. It's going to take a little bit of doing, guys. Right. So we come round this way. You're here. You're here. We sort of want this one to come that way round, and then we're going to need to walk around the thing again. I'm just going to try not to look at that. Yeah, the walking at full speed, that's not good for me. That's not good. Right, now you this way. And then we're fine. We should have a circuit then, yeah? That's lit. That's lit. Total voltage, 75. Total voltage of 75. Maybe I do just need to have the whole thing. Maybe we do just need to have the whole thing. Yeah. I mean, we probably don't. We probably don't need the whole thing. Okay, 75. Well, that means it's definitely not 25 per node, just as a flat rate. Certainly not. Yeah, so then this one would go this way. Right, so now it's going up here, up here, up here. This one needs to move this way around. And then this one moves down. This, incidentally, is very close to a fractal pattern. Quite a famous fractal pattern. Could not tell you the name of it, though. What does that then give us? That only gives us 75 as well. Wait, but now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 nodes in this. We've added an extra 3 nodes, and it's still coming out as 75. Oh dear. Oh dear, well something's going very wrong with this. Now hang on, wait a minute. So from here, that one needs to come up, then this goes here, this one goes this way round. Like, we could get the whole... We could get the whole path. Yeah. Like, reasonably straightforwardly. Kind of getting stuck on little bits of scenery here and there. Right, and this one comes round this way. Still says 75. Now it should say... Wait, 115? Is that what I needed? Ah, yep, that's what I need. That's what I need. Right. Forget about... Out of curiosity, what would connecting these last 2 nodes up give us? 150. Right. Okay, so there's definitely some kind of the different colours add different amounts to the thing, and we've gone and got a little bit lucky by having 115 turn up as part of our goings there, but we take the wins where we can find them, right? On. Thank you. Off we go. This is probably the point in the video where I rerun the like, comment, subscribe animation, right? I try and move those things around to places where I've actually, like, done something of interest, rather than just peppering them randomly around the thing. So, Omni wheel's now going to be available to us, but also there's going to be lots of other stuff in Juleston that's now available to us as well. So we're not going to ride the Omni wheel just yet, because there's other things for us to look at. For example, what is this now? Acid holding vat full. Okay, well that appears to do nothing. I mean, acid holding vat full, certainly better than overflowing in this context. You know, my science degrees tell me that, yes, it being full is acceptable. Okay, concatenated power is still reading 1 of 3. We've got power here. We do not have power to that side. And that, I think, means that also this other area over here, which we thought might be a bunker, is also not going to be available. Like, we're going to double check it. Like, we're 99% sure, because I mean, look, you got all the visual cues to tell you that that's the case. Where does this power come from, though? Yeah, no power. Where does this power come from, though? Well, this appears to simply be hooked up to that side of the thing. Okay, right, theory. We take the Omni wheel is going to drop us off on the other side of that door. Thoughts on that? Plausible. Like, we're clearly not getting through that door without power. So we must be hooking the power up somewhere, somehow. Okay, my friend, it's time for a tiny train. Let's go. To the arch. Man, the Unreal Engine is looking really great nowadays, isn't it? Like, I think if I were to ever attempt to build something, and I am tempted, right, to like give it a go, because there's so many just incredibly talented guys out there. You know, we've been playing so many cool indie games, indie puzzle games, that are just so inspiring, and people's stories are so inspiring. I think if I were ever to sit down and try and build something, I'd probably use Unreal, to be honest, because the blueprint system just seems so much more straightforward in terms of getting something up and running than sitting down with Unity and trying to make Unity work. Do you know what I mean? Like, I mean, Unity, you know, it works out the box and everything.
This place, it represents my comfort and my confusion. This was the grand anchor at our worlds, the perfect term for it.
Grand anchor.
How could I have been so naive?
Ah, yes. We were discussing in the Discord that a lot of our friends' observations are just incredibly vague, which really does lean in, to me at least, into this idea that she's an unreliable narrator and we shouldn't really trust anything that she says. But then again, on the other hand, Cyan writing tends to be just super sus, because there's this natural conceit in a puzzle game that you can't reveal too much information to the player too soon, right? The journals and the diaries and the audio logs and so on, they're always peppered with a certain amount of vague obfuscation. But it reads, to me, it comes across as people deliberately trying to hide something. So when we were playing Obduction, genuinely, I thought the rug pull was going to be, oops, the humans were the baddies all along, right? Which itself is kind of a bit of an overplayed trope. I genuinely, all the way up until we actually got until we actually went to the Mofang homeworld, I genuinely thought it was going to be actually the humans were evil, and this was going to be a story of these three races that banded together to basically bully the Mofang and commit a genocide, and that was going to be the big reveal at the end. And it's mostly because CW and Farley just come across as like really sort of standoffish, and they don't want to explain anything to you, right? And so it's kind of a bit like, yeah, how much do I trust you? How much do I trust you guys? But yeah, coming back to Unreal, like, you know, I've tinkered with a bit of Unreal and a bit of Unity. And I do find Unreal, I don't know, it just kind of speaks to me a little bit easier. It seems like it's easier to get something up and running in Unreal rather than Unity. And Unreal nowadays it does just look a lot nicer as well. Unity, I find, looks very stylized often.
Heretic.
I mean, that's more to do with art style, of course, rather than the engine.
I learned its meaning by meeting Turner. I was drawn to him, to his ideas, like an insect to a flame. You rely on me now, as I once relied on him. The others were afraid of Turner. I was obsessed. I have learned that it is difficult for the stories of those who fear to move forward.
Interesting. Like, I'm trying to put together a series of events in my mind. So our friend here was clearly living in the greenhouse, or spending a lot of time in the greenhouse. That greenhouse is a lot more overgrown and a lot more dilapidated than it should be, and as we've discussed before, the vaults have all been ransacked. Now, our friend and Turner were living during a time where other keepers were also alive. So this isn't like a kind of moon situation, because I was sort of thinking about, like, is it the fact that we're all one person, and that actually we're her, but we're like a reincarnated version of her, or like a clone or something, and Turner's also her, but like the older version of her, and it's literally just one person all the way through, and you just get your memories wiped in between cycles. I was thinking about that, but from the way she talks, it definitely sounds like they were all living together. Which makes me think that... But the way that everything's dilapidated and ransacked, it kind of feels like this place was already in a state of disrepair and abandoned before she died. And it's very unclear how long a time gap there is between her dying and us waking up, if there's much of a gap at all. I am not sticking my face in that. What is this? Yeah, okay, probably a good idea not to stick your face in that, actually. Ugh. Upgrades.
These additions to your agent,
concatenated socketing
these are
upgrade.
required to awaken the embrace and save the rounds.
The embrace. Concatenated socketing. Yeah, dust it off. It's like you scuffed my adjunct. Your adjunct can now directly connect from one socket to another. Interesting. Do you see how the help text is actually in the world there? That's a pretty good staple of VR, actually. It's called not diegetic, that means something else, but it's spatial. It's a spatial UI element. It exists within the game world, but does not exist within the game context, because it's a floating menu, you know? Oh wait, no, where are we going? I didn't mean to do that. Ah, shoot. Where's that gone and taken us now? Oh. No. We're back where we were. Okay, fine. Hey, it's a fast travel point. Destination added, Juleston Arch. Awaiting embrace. Awaiting embrace. Right, this is what she was talking about. Okay, the embrace, whatever that is. But we have concatenated socketing, which is, I believe, going to enable us now to awaiting embrace. Oh no. Oh no. What have we done wrong?
You are the first to enter a doorway that we never knew existed.
Ooh.
Oh, so many doorways that we never knew existed.
Interesting. Well, my friends, what's inside this doorway? We will find out next time. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Firmament. I'm really enjoying this so far, you know? Yeah. It's good. It's solid. I liked that electricity puzzle. I thought that was pretty good. If you are enjoying this playthrough, do hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you next week. Have a great week. Bye for now.